What's up, MFFLs? I know it's been a little while. I hope you've had a happy holiday. We've been super busy at Chat Sports, late in the NFL season, etc. But we're going to crank up our NBA coverage, especially as we get into the new year. So I encourage you guys to subscribe, because the more subs we get, the more videos we are able to do, because we have a ton of channels here at Chat Sports. We got to pick and choose when we do videos. So if we get a lot of subs on Dallas Mavericks today, expect more videos like this one coming up right now. What's going on, guys? Harrison Graham here from Chat Sports, bringing you the latest Dallas Mavericks news and rumors. Obviously, a lot of COVID protocol stuff happening in the NBA. And we'll kind of start right there when it comes to Luka Doncic, as he has been on the COVID list since December 22nd. But he could be returning soon due to updated COVID protocols, where guys are allowed to return soon if they're asymptomatic, etc. He has been ruled out for tonight's game against the Sacramento Kings, but he should be back soon. I think it's possible he'll play on New Year's Eve. And make no mistake, because I've seen this idea, because the Mavs have played a couple of nice games recently. They're better without Luka, guys. Let's be real. That's just not the case. Make no mistake, the Mavericks miss Luka. They need him back. They need him back in shape, to be fair as well. He needs to get into good basketball shape, because he came in overweight for the second straight year this season. But you look at the numbers, and you're going to tell me they don't miss Luka. It's just not the case. 25.5 points, 8 boards, 8.5 dimes, shooting 45% from the field. They need to get him back out there, and he needs to help lead this basketball team and try to get some momentum into the new year, as the Western Conference outside the top 3 or 4 teams is wide open. There's no reason why Dallas can't be a 4 or 5 seed if they make a second half push. You look at the current COVID list for Dallas: Luka Doncic, Trey Burke, Tim Hardaway Jr., Maxi Kleber, Ja'Cory McLaughlin. They've all been ruled out for tonight, but I think there's a good chance that some of these guys could return for New Year's Eve, including Luka, against the Sacramento Kings, and that'll be good. And the one upside to having a lot of these guys get COVID now, you never want anyone to get it, but assuming they recover and are fully healthy and all of that, you hope you can get through the rest of the season without having issues flare up, at least like in the volume that it has here at this point in the season. So hopefully Dallas gets Luka back. They've really missed him, and hopefully he can play at a very, very high level. If you're ready for Luka to return, spam me in the comments. I'm excited to see him back. As fun as it's been to watch Brandon Knight and Marquese play, we'll talk about them later. Let's get the stars on this team back together. Get Luka and KP playing together once again. So type me if you are ready for Luka to return to the lineup. I think we got to show Josh Green some love. Maybe he's starting a breakout season. Who knows? He returned from the COVID list recently as well. Had a career-high 10 assists. I'm not going to lie, I didn't know that he had that in him as a creator, if I'm being honest, and that went over the Blazers on Monday night. Could we be seeing a young player starting to turn a corner? Because we saw Josh Green when he came out. We knew he'd be a good defender, but the offensive game needed a lot of growth. The Mavs really need this guy to work out, because you start looking in the box score every night what Desmond Bane's doing with the Grizzlies, and it continues to make me sick. The dude dropped 32 the other night, and you're like, God, the Mavs passed on this guy? Well, hopefully Green can at least become a solid contributor on both ends of the floor. We all feel good about his defensive game, but if offensively he can give you some of this, 9 points, 10 assists, 4 boards, if he could be like an 8 to 10 point guy, I certainly don't expect him to average 10 assists, but could he give you 3, 4, 5 a game off the bench? That would be nice to get an extra ball handler and creator from Josh Green if that were to happen. They need him to break out. They need this pick to connect because they just don't have a ton of quality depth right now, for being honest, with the way guys like Reggie Bullock have played this year. They need other guys to step up and give this team some quality depth. So I'm excited cautiously about Josh Green and what he can do over the next several games. We'll see if he can take advantage of guys being out with COVID and play at a very high level. Now, Mavs fans, we got this sweet hoodie available for 50% off. This is actually a really dope one. Go to chatsports.com/Mavs hoodie. I'll put that link link in the comments and in the description. Normally it's $65. Right now it's $32.50. It's a hell of a steal. Get one today. I'm sure you got some extra Christmas money left over. You get those. There's always a few extra quarters in the bottom of your stocking there. Chatsports.com/Mavs hoodie. That's chatsports.com/Mavs hoodie. Go ahead and take advantage of that opportunity today. Now, I do want to talk about some of the guys with Dallas who have been on these hardship contracts, and we'll start with Brandon Knight here, who when they signed him, I was like, oh my God, when's the last time Brandon Knight has played in the NBA? It was actually the 18-19 season. 10 points a game in 3 games, had 18 the other night, shooting 45% from the field. A pretty cool story about him dropped too, where he said when he got the call to play in the NBA again, he actually started crying because he thought his career was over. So you are seeing some cool stories with some of these vets, some of these guys getting opportunities, even though they haven't played in a few years. I'll be curious to see once guys return if some of these guys stick around on some of these teams like Brandon Knight, like a Marquese Chris, who's played pretty well for Dallas as well. Chris averaging over 6 points, 5 rebounds, 55% from the floor. He's given this team a lift defensively as well. I think that it'll be interesting if some of these guys could return, because obviously the Mavs will have to make decisions very soon on these guys. And I'm not going to overreact and be like, Brandon Knight, Marquese Chris. I mean, they could be the difference in this team making a playoff run. I will say this, Willie Cauley-Stein has been away for the team for over a month now with personal issues. And look, I don't want to downplay anything happening in his life, but they should probably just cut him and keep Chris. Let's be honest. I mean, look, at some point you have to say, hey, I respect you got stuff going on, but we need dudes that can play and can contribute. And if Willie Cauley-Stein's not going to be available, Marquese Chris is a guy who's had good energy and has been active around the rim. Just keep him. I don't know if he's not better than Cauley-Stein anyway, if I'm being completely honest. Is Brandon Knight better than Trey Burke? I don't know. I think it's possible that could be the case. So I think this is an interesting thing to follow, to keep an eye on moving forward here. I certainly will keep tabs on this, not only with the Mavs, but really across the NBA if any of these guys stick around on their current teams. All right, what do you guys think? Should Dallas keep Marquese Chris and or Brandon Knight? If you're typing Y for yes, that means at least one of them. It doesn't have to mean both necessarily. If you say no, cut them both once guys return from COVID. That's fine as well. Get your votes in. I'd like to at least keep Chris. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Upcoming schedule for Dallas. Again, those guys have been ruled out for the Kings game tonight, but they'll play them again on New Year's Eve up there in Sacramento. And then you get into the new year. At the Thunder, Nuggets at home, Warriors at home. Those 2 games will be very difficult, but the next 3, an opportunity to stack a couple of wins here before the schedule really starts to ramp up. So hopefully Dallas is able to do that and get back above 500 as they sit at 16 and 17. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you love the Dallas Mavericks. We're trying to crank up our coverage once again here. Been a busy holiday couple of weeks, but we're going to get that momentum rolling again. Sub for Mavs Dubs. Got to get this team rolling. Hit that big red button, and we'll see you soon here on Dallas Mavericks Today.